only to have 7 students in the class out of 114 that are registered part-time. 114, that's not a very, very good percent. I know that the classes are recorded and the recording shared. I do, however, believe that you actually benefit about by attending the classes contemporaneously rather than just listening to a recording afterwards. Even if it is just so that you can ask me questions at the time listening to a recorded lecture. Obviously, you ask me questions. Having said that, let's continue immediately. I don't want to spend too much time tonight. I think we can finish quite quickly. I need to share my screen. I have now shared the class notes on the law contract. After tonight, I will share these notes on purchase and sale as well. Okay, let's firstly look at the layout of T1. Just a gentle reminder, if you are living in Windhoek, you have to write on Thursday evening. The Saturday morning test is only available at centers. It is not available. It is not available in the but it's not available in the sorry. So if you don't write on Thursday, then sorry, you've missed the test. Question 1 then is multiple choice. Ten questions, 2 marks each. Oops, what am I doing? That gives us marks. We'll just check quickly whether that's correct. Yes, 10 questions, 2 marks. Question 2. Short knowledge-based questions. So, literally studying, no application, straightforward. If you have studied, you should be able to answer these. Let me just go through the layout and then I will discuss the various questions. Question 3. Application, so this one, short knowledge base, short questions, combination of them for 10 marks. Structured application, you're going to be getting this. 5 plus 2 marks each. That gives us 10 marks. Question 4 is a case study. Comprising different short questions that are based on the same set of facts. 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3. 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 gives you 10 marks, a total of 50 marks. So, okay, let's look at these various questions. First of all, multiple choice. You've all multiple choice school know how to do multiple choice. Please do not write down answers, only the relevant letter. Follow the instructions. Write A and then copy what A is. Just write A. Use block capital letters. If you don't use block capital letters, I will deduct marks. Why block capital letters? Because if you don't use capital letters, students cheat. Write a C and I mark it wrong. The actual answer is C, and then they go in their little line next to the C to change it into a D, and they come and say, but I must give them 2 more marks because I actually had the right answer. So to avoid block capital letters only. Follow the instructions, please. When you do multiple choice, people, the best way of doing multiple choice is by way of process of elimination. So you don't read the question and immediately decide the answer is A. You read the question, then you read all the possible options. And there's likely to be one which is obviously incorrect, and you cross that one out. Then you read the question and the remaining possibilities again. Cross out, eliminate that you think, no, it is this. Then the remaining 2 answers, compare them carefully. Multiple choice is tricky. It's 20 marks out of the 50. That's nearly half. If you complete multiple choice within 5 minutes, you are going to, as simple as that. Spend at least, I don't want to say half hour, but at least 20 minutes. That's 2 minutes per question. Doing your multiple choice. If you do your multiple choice, you will do well in the test. If you do badly in your multiple choice, you will fail your entire test. Listen to me, people. Okay. Question 2, short knowledge-based questions. Read your questions carefully. Read your question instructions and answer only what I have asked. If I'm asking you to list something, then I literally want list. I'm asking you to discuss something, I need more information. Just looking at the thing here quickly. If I'm asking you, what is the difference between? the difference between A and B? I am looking at you to distinguish, point out the differences. I am not looking for two definitions. So this is difficult now because it's actually, because I can only see your profile photos. I can't actually see you. So it's difficult to illustrate this. It's easier face, but I'm to try. Just going to take two random people here. Cindy and Hedwig. So I'm asking you, what is the difference, distinct between Hedwig and Cindy? Or no, let's not have Cindy. They are too similar based on their photographs. Let's say Hedwig. Now you answer. Hedwig is a lady with a brown skin, dark brown eyes, and black hair. And then you go say Martha is a lady with a brown skin, dark brown eyes, and black hair. Have you told me what is the difference between Hedwig and Martha? Described Hedwig, you've described Martha, but you have not told me what the difference is between. What is the difference? Martha has got a slightly light shade skin than Hedwig. Hedwig has got short hair, Martha has got longer hair. Martha is wearing lipstick, Hedwig is not wearing lipstick. Now you've pointed out the differences. So just give me two descriptions, two definitions, 0 marks. I need to know what are the differences. Okay. Structured application. We're discussing this with you as we went along, right? Practically from the first lecture, I was told, warn you about structured application. So that's where I give you a short description. So the question will read, in each the following instances, oops, motivate your answer. That's just an example. It doesn't have to be about contract of purchase and sale. It can be, is there consensus? Has the risk passed? So it can literally come from any part of work that I can use for structured application. Then I need a yes or a no. The risk has passed, the risk hasn't passed. or there's consensus, there's no consensus. There's a valid contract of purchase and sale. No, there's not a valid contract of purchase and sale. So there was just something going on in the chat box. Okay, Mr. Rossi is running out of data. That happens to the best of us. I am to worry about that. The recording will be shared subsequently. Structured application, yes or no. Avoid saying, if I'm asking you, is there a valid contract of purchase and sale? Yes, there is. No, there isn't. Avoid using put this down here. Avoid using the terms valid or void, yes or no. Specifically when it comes to purchase and sale, because contract can be a valid contract, but it's not purchase and sale, something else. And then if you write void, it is wrong because the contract isn't void. A motivation, I've mentioned this before, equals reference to the legal concepts, the legal principles. Not facts. So don't just repeat the facts. Refer to the legal principles. Speaking of this one, has the risk passed to the purchaser? How do you know whether the risk has passed? Is the contract, look at the facts. Ask yourself, is the contract perfecta? In other words, the thing has been specified, the price has been determined, and there are no suspensive conditions. The contract is perfecta, risk will pass. The contract is not perfecta, risk will not pass. We're talking about accidental risk, or the risk of, yeah, let's do accidental damage. Let's try one quickly. There's an example. On my sold motor vehicle to Max for $20,000. They agree that Max will pay Sarah immediately, but that Sarah will only deliver the vehicle to Max on Thursday. On Wednesday, Sarah forgets to lock her front gate and the vehicle is stolen. Has the risk passed to the purchaser? Has the risk passed to Max? Answer me quickly. Or no? Has the risk passed to Max? Are you still in class? Or have you logged on and gone to start fixing supper? Okay, action. Then we're moving on. You're not going to be with me. I'm not going to be sitting here feeding. I would recommend that you listen to my revision class carefully. I have a tendency to actually weigh the test. Okay, so the case. In this particular instance, I have actually made life very easy for you. The full-time students who write a different test, I've set the separate test obviously for full-time students. Full-time students, the case study is a question for 10 marks. In your instance, it isn't actually even really problem solving because I have broken down into steps. So you answer case studies. First of all, you read the actual case study, the story. Can you read a case study? You answer questions based on the study. You stick to the facts as I have written. Do not make up your own story. You do not add your own facts. You do not do your own imagining. I have written this case. I've dreamed up the stories. You answer the questions based on facts, the way they are written. Then if it's a 10-mark question, you ask yourself, what is this question all about? You identify the legal concept that is being examined, tested in this particular case study. Is it misrepresentation? Is it part of the risk pool? Or is it perhaps the guarantee against eviction? So you decide what is this question all about. Then literally you literally discuss the legal concept. This is studying. This is not application. It is knowledge. If the question is about latent, the guarantee against latent effects, they will have now already informed that the relevant legal concept is guarantee against latent defects. So what is latent defect? Are the requirements? Just example, that's not the actual question in your test. Giving an example here. Studying and then come application. You apply the concept to the facts. That's a 10-mark case question. In this particular instance, I have made it easy for you. Remember what I've just talked there? Because you're going to be writing a face makeup. Okay, you're not going to write. You're not going to be writing makeup face. You're going to be well enough to have to write the makeup test, but you will be writing the exam, and you will be writing studies, so that we make that methodology. In your case, it's broken into short sub-questions. Why are students texting me during class time? That is so good. Have said that. Questions broken into sub-questions. What you need to do is read all the sub-questions. Before you start answering. And then you start answering them, and you answer, oh, only what I have asked. So don't write down everything you could think of on question 4.1, because then you put question 4.2 and you think, well, I've already written all of this, and then you start writing nonsense. So read all your sub-questions. They all relate to case study, and answer them. Answer each instance only what I have asked. Yeah, so that is your test. Do you have any questions? Okay, no questions. Short class. Tuesday will not be a class. You can use time to study, to prepare. If you have got questions, if you run questions with work issues, need clarification, please do on the group. Please don't private message me with work-related issues. But if you don't understand the putting of the risk rule, or you're not sure when is a contract factor or whatever, it's actually pity that when I was talking about that structured application and about passing of the risk rule, nobody made any effort to respond. It would have been most useful to you if I gave you, continued to clarify that. I would have liked to, but so be it. Thank you very much for joining. And I'll meet you then in person on Thursday evening during the test. Bye.